Hi and welcome back to my channel. So we are going to be working on the sewing machine. I've had it since I was probably 7 or 8, and if you are buying a sewing machine for the first time, in all likelihood you'll end up with a second-hand machine that probably needs some work. So we are going to be cleaning it, oiling it and threading it, and I'll also show the drop-in bobbin version on my other machine, just so you know how to do that. So this machine is dirty. It's been standing for quite some time. So what you will need is a tweezer, a little sewing machine brush. For in case, just have a snips or scissor handy, some machine oil, and a rag for the dirt on it. So we start by wiping the outside. I'm going to take off all the old threads and we wipe it all. It's just for all the dust that it's been accumulating, because I haven't used it in probably a good year or two, and it's been sitting. This was my very first sewing machine that I got. Just make sure you wipe all the dials and most of the dust off. Okay, so then first of all we are going to open the bobbin casing, which is quite filthy in this case. Okay, and then we will wipe out what we can. And then take the brush and get the little bits that you can't with the cloth and just wipe it all out. And then just go with the cloth again. Okay, I'm just going to zoom in a bit. Okay, so we're going to be working in here, and basically anything that you can see that's dusty, as most second-hand machines come quite dusty and full of thread. Okay, so we can take off these and pull them out. Just give them a quick wipe as well. Oops. There will be a lot of dust in the older machines, and if you can't immediately take it to get a good clean and service, this will be the easiest way to get started. Just make sure you get everything you possibly can. And this is where we get the tweezers. You pull out anything that you can that's underneath it or on top of it. And then turn the hand wheel so you can get behind to take out any loose threads and things that's stuck there. Okay. So that all came out of the machine. And that's just the bobbin casing area. Okay. That's clean. So the one thing I do put oil in, I'm just going to readjust the camera. Okay, so the one spot I do put oil in is over here, right on top of this little silver thing. You give it a drop, take any excess, turn the hand wheel a few times, and then while it's on the other side, I give it another drop and turn it again. Clean out the excess oil, and then we put it all back together. So wherever this part is, just make sure the needle is up. We take this little part, we put it back in. It will go in quite snug. This little part goes up, and then we make sure we clip it back in. The bobbin casing, if it's not in good condition, you can buy a new one. This one's still perfectly fine. Bought it just before I stopped using the machine. Okay, so after cleaning it out, while the inside's clean, you take your thread bobbin, you put it in. That's the wrong way around. So you put it in and make sure if we pull it, it goes into that little clip underneath, and then it pulls through the hole. So with these types of machines, they have this little pointy edge that locks into where that little hole in the top of this plate is. Okay, so the bottom is sorted, except we have to clean the feed dogs too. Okay, so most sewing machines will come with one of these little key screwdrivers that we use to undo the screws. We can take off the foot, and the needle we can take out. Okay, and then undo the other screw. Okay, so there's more dust bunny situations. So this makes like a mat that you can lift out quite easily. Just make sure you let it go up and don't force it down into the machine again. For a 25-year-old machine, 23-year-old. Well, the thing is, it's probably older because I got it secondhand. It wasn't new, and it's still working quite well. And there the feed dogs are cleared out. Okay, so if we look down in there, we can see there's still some dust on here, which is the back of the whole setup. we just cleaned underneath. You can also undo the feed dogs by using these two screws. I'm not going to undo them because there's no thread stuck in here. Okay, and then I put a drop of oil right here on the little round bar. You can feel it. Okay, and then you can turn it to make sure all your parts are working. So that's all working well. And the oil helps to clear out anything extra that's in there, but there's nothing else. Okay, then we are going to just look at the bottom of this plate. There's also some gunkiness stuck on there. Brush it off. And then just give it a wipe with the cloth. Just make sure, okay, mine has had a few needles hitting it. That can cause problems if it's severe. This is technically severe, but it still works fine, and I can't find parts for this machine anymore because of how old it is. Just fasten your bolts or screws back in. And make sure they are tight, because a loose plate can cause massive issues. Okay, so that's all clear. Then we clean off the little shaft. A lot of lint will collect around it. Okay, once it's clear, I'm just going to shift the camera. Okay, so once it's clear, this is the bar that goes down. You will see up here there is quite a bit of lint as well. So we clean that out. And then we also go up the shaft. There is also lots of lint. Just shift you. Okay, and then we will take the oil, put a drop on this bar. So this part moves with the bar. We also put a drop underneath it, and that will lubricate it all the way down to here as the bar goes up and down. I usually put about 2 or 3 drops on that if I haven't used the machine in a long time. Okay, so this bar has been lubricated. Then this portion also moves with the machine. We make sure there's no lint or thread stuck behind there. Can't really get the brush in there, and if we do, it will probably fall down into different parts of the machine. Okay, so the bar over there, let me just move this, so this portion moves as well. So we also put a drop of oil at the back where it moves. Okay, that fell through. The machine also has a hole on top where you put some oil. Okay, so this little hole, oh no, that's actually not an oil hole. Okay. I haven't used it in a long time, excuse me for forgetting. Some of my other machines do have holes for oil. Okay, so this one is totally manual in terms of oiling it. There's a bunch of lint right back there. Okay, so the tip in there. There's also a little arm. Basically the parts that move, the joints where they move, is where they usually get oil. Each machine will be different, but if you have a user manual, you follow what your machine says. If you don't have one, you usually can download one for any machine. And if you really want to be sure, contact the manufacturer. They should have a copy or be able to tell you where to add oil to your specific model. Okay, then we put back the foot that goes on the little part at the back. We press it in, press it all the way up, and screw in the little screw that comes with it. Okay, then throw away the old needle, grab a new one. Always use a new needle. If you got a machine that had one on, throw it away. Don't even struggle with it. And then we tighten it. There we go. I think I will be doing the threading situation in another video because this is getting quite long, and I prefer to keep my videos shorter so people actually watch them. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a comment or thumbs up if you don't feel like typing, and if you have any questions about anything, just let me know and I'll try my best to answer it. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.